Hello. Hi, everybody. I've got some yarn for you to look at while we wait for people to join us.
Kelsey's here.
Kelsey P. Hi, Kelsey P. Look at the pretty yarn, everybody. Feel your heart rate slow down. Are you on your lunch break? Hello, Lisa. Hi, Tracy. Hi, everybody. We just decided to do this quickly this morning, about half an hour ago. So thank you so much for being here. I've got a lovely basket of yarn here. It's the Jagger Spun we just started stocking. So have a nice wee look at that while people come in. It's very beautiful. Hi from BC. Hello.
You had a hi from Germany and a hi from Montreal too.
Oh, hi to Montreal and Germany. Thanks for joining me here today. It's so hot outside right now. We have the air conditioning on in here, so touching wool is an okay thing so long as we're inside today. We just wanted to drop in and say hello. I actually missed last Wednesday when I probably should have been here, but things got away from me. Hi there. Yeah, the purplish one with the pink. These two. Hello, Mum. Hello. Aren't these pretty together? Piper is a corgi. Oh, my little corgi. She loves playing with the garden hose. Oh, so hi everybody, thanks for joining. I'll get started. And really, I just wanted to stop in and say hello and show you some yarn and bits and bobs. And let's see. First of all, we have really great news on the sock bag. This has been selling like hotcakes and we just have a few more left, which is amazing. We had an awful lot of these. We decided to get a lot of these in, as many as we could. And you guys have been shopping and buying them, so thank you. And of course we have our sock sprint starting. So if you want one of these, the colors are random. We put all the colors together for you. But and it's got this beautiful lady that we have called Joy, and she's sitting on Thistle the sheep. So yeah, we just have a few of these left. And we're getting ready for our sock sprint, which starts on July 9th. And we've done this now maybe 2 or 3 years, maybe 2 years. This will be our 3rd year maybe. And the sock sprint is you knit a pair of socks as fast as you can in the 2-week period. And it's a very low key summertime cal. And we don't tell you what yarn to knit with, and we don't tell you what pattern to knit. So you could knit any pattern and any yarn. It doesn't have to be from the Woolly Thistle. We just want everyone to come and knit with us and enjoy knitting sock yarn, knitting socks. Got something on me there. So yeah, come and knit with us. That starts July 9th, and we do have a few of those sock bags left. And thank you so much for shopping with us on those. They've done really, really great. And I am starting to see people posting their sock bag on social, which is really fun to see. So far, everybody's super happy with the colors and all of that. Yeah, so anyway, talking to socks as well, I wanted to show you this lovely pair of socks. This is Garthanor sock yarn, and it's the Bala colorway, which is 82.5% Romney and 17.5% Hebridean wool, and it's 100% wool. And do you know what pattern this is off the top of your head, Maggie?
It's a Dawn Landex pattern. It's on the card there.
It's on the card?
It's on the suggestion card in the kit.
Oh. So, let's see. Winter, no. It's not that one. Okay. Kia socks. This is the Kia sock pattern by Dawn Henderson. I think she's, what's her?
It was Dawn Landick.
Dawn Landick, yeah. So anyway, these are beautiful. It's got a little pearl and knit stitch little motif. Goes all the way around. A lovely heel flap and gusset. So yeah, this is 100% wool, comes from Garthenor Organics in England. And Marie knitted these, and Marie is Maggie's sister. Hi Marie. And she's knitting some stuff for us so that we can show you, because I can't knit fast enough, even though I knit pretty fast. So these are lovely. We have a pair of these, and I'll be showing these on, well actually I might not have shown these on the next podcast, but I'll be talking about these some more. They're really lovely. So this would be a good pattern to knit for the sock sprint. Are you going to knit with us? I hope so. Hello everybody. Yeah. So July, as well as the sock sprint, we are celebrating the Woolly Thistle's 5-year anniversary, which, you know, where does the time go? That's really fast. And so we will be celebrating throughout the month of July, trying to have some fun things going on to celebrate that we've been here for 5 years, which is just amazing. When I started this back in 2016, I never could have dreamt that this would have become my full-time employment, and that we would have a whole team of people helping, which is just amazing. Yeah, so we'll be doing lots of fun things. The sock sprint will be part of that. We got some things lined up. The best way to know what is coming is to join our newsletter list. So be sure you're on that, and then you'll know what's happening in July as it comes about. Really excited though. It should be fun, and lots of knitting and sock knitting and things like that. If you have a question for me, put it in the comments and I'll try my best to answer it. Did we get one before? Was there a question somebody asked?
Yes, they wanted to know if the socks bag will be back next year.
So we did have a question. Somebody wanted to know if the socks bag will be back next year, and yeah, it's been a huge success, and I think that we will try to find more sock yarns, more sock yarns that we can put in a new sock bag next year. And just so you know, this lady here, this is an artist's drawing that we had done by Brooke for us. And this is the only time that she's going to be showing up on the bag. So you have to get the sock bag to get her on the bag here. We're not going to sell these bags individually, is what I'm trying to say in a long-winded way. All right. So yeah, Jagger Spun is new to us. It is a fingering weight. It's called Heather. That's the line. They have various different lines from them, but we really like this because it's woolly wool and it's sourced in Europe, and then it's dyed as tops in England, in Yorkshire, and then it comes over to the US where it is spun in Maine, which is our neighboring state. We're located in New Hampshire, so Maine is right up the road, and there's a lot of colors, and we just got a bunch of new colors in. I actually show them all in the podcast that's going out on Friday, so tune in to see that. But we really like this. It's a lovely fingering weight. It's 498 yards per 100 grams, and it's worsted spun, so it's got lovely drape and a little bit of smoothness to it. It's a 2-ply, and it's just screaming to be knitted into shawls or a lovely drapey cardigan of some sort, or a wrap. Look at that. This color here is called choke cherry. Just amazing. And because it's dyed in the wool, you get lots of beautiful variation in the colors and lots of different colors going in. This is wisteria, and it's got blues and kind of purples in there to make up this pink. Hey, Far From Harm Farm, I know you. This one here is Amber, which is a lovely goldy brown. And I think, did I tell you? I think there's about 22 colors that we have in this. I'm not sure exactly. This one here is called Teal. Really nice color. But you can see that there's lots of other colors. There's yellow and darker blues going into that, which is nice. yeah, so I wanted to show you these. These are selling really well. We just launched these a couple of weeks ago and they are selling well. And I am looking for a lovely lacy shawl to knit with this. I'm getting the call of the shawl. I need to knit a shawl soon with this. Or a ranunculus would be really good in this. You know, the ranunculus, the ridiculous ranunculus that I started. Maybe I just need to have a go and knit one and finish it in this. I think you could probably knit one in just 2 skeins, which is crazy. Less than 2 skeins. All right, what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, so make sure, do join our newsletter because we will be announcing different things throughout the month of July to celebrate our 5 years in business, which is unbelievable. Thank you so much for all your support over this last 5 years, whether you've just found us or whether you've been with us from the beginning, and I know that many of you have. It's just, it kind of blows my mind that we're at 5 years already, and I can't wait for the next 5 years too. So much good stuff. So we've been doing a really brisk trade as well in lichen and lace, which was new to us just in the last month or so. This is hand-dyed yarn from Canada, lichen and lace. You'll recognize, you've probably seen this label around, and it's lovely. It's very, very rustic, meaning it's not soft like merino at all, but it knits up really nice. But notice that there is lots of variegation in the color. So some of it looks more concentrated and then some of it looks more pale. That is just the way it is when you have hand-dyed yarn. It's not commercially dyed and completely uniform. It's hand-dyed, which means you're going to have variegations. And so if you were knitting a garment with this, you'd probably want to alternate skeins, and you can see it here too, see? But that is part of the beauty and the handmade, just the handmade nature of this type of yarn, or of this type of dyeing, which is really good. And so Maggie knitted up this lovely swatch because she's been wanting to knit with it. And you can see what happens. You can see the variegations of color depending where the dye lands. But you know what? Did you block this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so once it's knitted and blocked, it's really quite, it's much softer than in the skein. It's still not a soft merino, but it's not scratchy to me. I could wear this next to skin all day long.
It doesn't feel prickly.
It doesn't feel prickly. So we wanted to show you that. And isn't Maggie a beautiful knitter? Look at her stitches. Very even.
Somebody has a question.
Oh, what's the question?
They want to know if you're going to have a booth at Rhinebeck.
No, I'm not going to have a booth at Rhinebeck. I've never had a booth at Rhinebeck, and should I? Would you come and visit? I've never really done any fiber festivals as a vendor. But maybe we should think about that if you guys would want to see us. I'm definitely thinking of going to Rhinebeck and wearing a sweater or something and meeting up with people. Yeah, I should look into that, I guess. I just can't imagine loading up the whole shop and bringing it to Rhinebeck and then, you know, that would be crazy. All right, what else do I want to talk about? We have some Berlin yarn left. I wanted to show you this hat. So we've got a little bit of speckled hen. Of course, I put it on backwards. Speckled hen is this marl, and I've been looking for this. I knitted this for my husband, and I actually found it here at the shop. I was looking for it at home, and this is just a 2x2 little kind of toki beanie thing. But anyway, you can see that there is this lovely marling, and that's the speckled hen colorway. We have maybe 9 balls of this left, so if that interests you, you should go and grab that. The Berlin yarn has sold really tremendously well. We do have some dyed colors left, and I think we have a fair amount of the gray left in Har, which is the lighter gray, I think, and it's a beautiful gray. So yeah, check this out. Actually, this was knitted in DK. She hasn't got DK right now, but I knit this from before. And one thing I will just mention I really love is that I cast on using 100% Hebridean. So it's just this brown cast on. And after you've cast on and knit, and maybe I didn't even knit a row. I think you cast on and knit a row, and then you pick up with your actual body yarn that you're going to use. And I think you get this really nice professional edging to your hat. So I can recommend doing that if you have, see, I think that's nice, looks good. So I need to give John his hat back, but I don't think he cares because it's actually really hot at the moment. So yeah, we have some Berlin yarn left. It's going fast though, and that's it for this year. We won't have any more. So if you're at all interested in that, yeah, like a guinea hen, yeah. Very pretty, very, very pretty. Okay, so what else did I want to make sure to mention to you? Oh, we have a couple of really great bloggers on the website blog and on YouTube. We have actually Meg from Berlin Yarns. She put together a video, sort of a postcard from Berneray, which is that picture there that I took that photo on Berneray, and there's her sheep. And so she sent in sort of an audio visual blog post for us, and we put it on YouTube, but it's also on the shop website. And Rachel, we have her third or fourth video postcard from Fair Isle, which is up in Shetland, of course. And so you can go check in with them. And we're really, really enjoying having both of them contribute to our blog. And of course we have Isla from Orkney as well, and we might have some others in the works as well. So we're hoping that we can have lots of contributors telling us what life is like on their islands all around Scotland, which I think is a huge part of the Scottish identity that maybe we don't get to see very much. And if ever, you know, things open up again and you can go to Scotland, I would recommend for sure hitting the northwest of the mainland of Scotland and getting over to the Hebridean Islands, especially the Outer Hebrides. That's really wild out there and beautiful. And of course the Shetlands and the Orkneys as well. There's a lot to do and see on all of those islands, and I love all of them. And then, oh my gosh, we just had a huge milestone in order numbers. We just had our 50,000th order. So that's over the whole 5 years. 50,000 orders. That's amazing. Do you know how busy that keeps us? We're always, there's somebody here packing orders every single day. So thank you so much for just supporting us and loving what we're doing and helping us do more. Yeah. So yeah. Scottish Isle info is wonderful. I want to visit soon. So do I. I think they're still making people quarantine. So if I were to go over, I'd have to stay with my mum who's here. Mum, would you put up with me for a couple of weeks? I don't know. So, and not leaving the house. So yeah, I think they still are putting restrictions on Americans flying in and over there. But as soon as that is done, I hope I can go home for a visit. I would love to do that. I've missed being home. This time 4 years ago was when I took my kids on a month-long trip to Scotland for the summer. We left in July and stayed through the middle of August. And John, my husband, stayed home for 3 of those weeks and ran the shop for me. And then he came over and joined us, and that's when we went to Berneray, which is that picture there. And my kids and I, we had a fabulous time. We went up to Fair Isle and we had no internet for a chunk of the day. And we had in fact, we didn't have internet there at all in the house we were staying at. And then we had no electricity from 11 p.m. at night until 7 in the morning. And I have never slept so well as I did on that island. We would go for walks. Thank you, Mum. We'd go for long walks all over the island. It's a tiny island, but it seems much bigger when you're walking around on it. And it was beautiful. And I really got to clear my head for a week of just, you know, watching the kids walking along fence posts because we had nothing else to do. Or we would walk to the post office and we got our passport stamped with the Fair Isle postage, you know, stamp thing, which was really nice. And yeah. we went to the shop and bought chocolate and sausages and things like that. And then we'd go home and spend all day cooking sausages. It was great. It was really, really nice. And we also went to Edinburgh on that trip, which was really awesome. We had a little apartment or a flat right on the Royal Mile, which I would recommend if anyone is looking for a place to stay that's really tiny. I mean, it's really good for 1 or 2 people, but me and my kids fit in there just fine. And we went for afternoon tea, which is always nice to do there. And I know where the good fish and chip shop is. So if anyone is planning a trip to Edinburgh or Scotland, maybe I should work up some information for you so that you could take advantage of what I know from there. And then, of course, you can go way up to Inverness, up to the northeast. And the northwest is absolutely beautiful, it's dramatic, it's mountainous, and it's barren, and it's beautiful. And I kind of grew up going up there for all our holidays in the summer, and sometimes at Easter and Christmas and things like that. So, and I miss it very much. I miss being home in Scotland a lot. Don't know why I'm talking about it so much now. I think I'm just blethering at this point. Do you know what? We're still selling tons of vanilla sweater kits in Rama Finalgarn. Thank you so much for you if you're buying that. That sweater really has taken on a life of its own, and it's wonderful. So yes, we still are doing kits, and feel free to shop for those. Thank you for those of you that have bought that this month. Oh, and a little bit of housekeeping. Marie Wallen is having to up her price on her yarn, which means we are upping our price, unfortunately. But hopefully, you know, the increase is actually, I'm taking some of the hit a little bit as well. So it's not as much as it should be or could be, but it is going up a little bit. So what I've been suggesting in my newsletter is that you shop now for the colors you can get that we still have in stock, because after July 1st, we're going to have to increase the price. So, and we're getting a huge order in July, but we won't have it in time for the price increase. And so accordingly, we're paying the new price. And hopefully when we get that big order in, we will be able to populate her primrose kits in both different colors and all of her British breeds kits that we currently have. So that's something to look forward to in July. But if you are hoping to save a few pennies, a good idea would be to buy the yarn we have, you know, what you need for your kit, and then come back in July and buy the rest of it. And that way you're sort of doing the best you can do with the price increase. Ooh, put together a knitter's tour of Scotland. Oh, that would be fun. Now that would be fun. That would be so much fun. I'd love that.
Sign me up.
Sign me up too. I want to go on that too. And we could go to castles and palaces and whiskey places and all the mills. I don't know if you've heard of Knockando Mill. It's a tiny ancient mill that is still working, and it's up in Speyside, which is sort of whiskey country in the northeast of Scotland. And they have the old sort of Victorian type mill where it moves across the floor back and forth. It's amazing. And they have a whole sort of little historical museum that you can go in and see the mill houses, beautiful gardens, really tiny, but really, really interesting to see. I think we've opened a Pandora's box.
Yeah. I say let's go.
Yeah, let's go. All right, I will think about that. Okay, what else did I want to tell you about? I think that's all the businessy stuff that I wanted to share. Yeah, I think that's it. I just wanted to pop in and say hello, tell you what's new, and show you everything that I've shown you. When do we leave? I know, right? Well, when they let us in, that would be a good start.
Someone says they're packing.
They're packing, thank you. Yeah, that's such a funny question. Are you like me when you're going somewhere that you haven't thought about anything except your toothbrush and all the knitting you're bringing? Those are because it doesn't matter what we look like, it's just so long as we have our knitting. That would be fun. Maybe you should send us an email telling us where in Scotland you'd want to go on that knitting tour. I know that lots of people want to go up to Shetland, but I think there's actually a lot on the actual mainland of Scotland too, or the other islands like Orkney and the Hebrides. And I am not committing to anything, right? We're just spitballing ideas.
Someone says extra suitcase for yarn.
Yes,
Brilliant.
definitely. Yeah, for sure. That would be so fun. Well, I'll leave you on that happy note. Get your thinking about it going, and let us know if you have any ideas. But that would be kind of fun, and it's fun to fantasize anyway, especially when it's hot and sweaty here. I was telling somebody this morning that, in Scotland, 67 feels warm. So it's definitely sweater weather there. Although because you're surrounded by the sea and the ocean and everything, it can feel pretty humid at 67, which feels positively summery there. But usually the rain's going sideways, and you experience the weather more than anything, which I love it. Thizzle tours. Thizzle. Anyway, that was you, Josh. Yeah. I didn't know you were here. Sorry. McGarry there is our inventory manager. That's Josh. And he has been such a big help since joining us in March, taking a lot off of my desk, which is wonderful. Okay, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. Thanks so much for stopping in and joining us on this very impromptu last-minute little gathering. We have a podcast going out on Friday, so be sure to watch that. Love hearts back to you all. And join our newsletter list if you're not on it already, so you get the latest info. And we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.